Plaintiff Renee Jones is suing her son for graduation apparel and emotional distress because she says the defendant has been arrested more than 6 times for charges that include simple assault, robbery, and kidnapping. Defendant Daryl Brown admits he's been arrested 1 time for assault after robbing someone, but he claims he's turned his life around and is going to college.
Remain standing. The Honorable Judge Jeanine Pirro presiding. Please be seated.
Renee Jones is suing Daryl Brown, her son, for graduation apparel and emotional distress. Talk to me, Renee. Why are you here?
Daryl is right now, Your Honor, is falling into the type of lifestyle that he wants to live, this thug life. And let me explain to you a little bit about what's going on. I'm a recovering addict with 9.5 years clean, and I suffered back then. Thank you. I suffered back then with a drug addiction of crack and alcohol. So Daryl was raised around all of that.
How'd you pay for the crack?
I solicited, I stole, I worked to get high.
Okay.
And during that time, I always still fought for my child and tried my best to give him the things that was needed in life. I really did.
How'd you do that if you were high and committing criminal acts to buy crack?
Well, I thought maybe if I was to buy him an outfit with some of that money, it made me a good parent. I thought if I bought a truck from a dollar store, I did a great deed. So in my mind, I thought that I was doing the things that I was supposed to do back then by buying a dollar
How'd you get yourself clean? Did you end up going to jail, Renee?
No, I did not. I ended up going to treatment in 2000.
On your own? Self-initiated?
On my own.
Interesting.
Yes, I saw my son hurting. I looked at his eyes when I would come home. I would leave from places, and I knew that that could not be the way.
Where was his father?
Daryl just met his father maybe 2 years ago.
When you were high, where was he?
With me, or with family.
Did you have any other children?
Yes.
Where were they?
On their own.
Why didn't the state take the kids away from you?
I wasn't in a situation. Well, I wasn't in. They didn't know. Bottom line, they didn't know.
And they didn't make you work. Did they give you social services?
No.
Did he go to school?
Yes, he did. And I had a good family that covered up.
Okay.
All right. They made sure that Daryl had what he needed. Daryl didn't miss my son been on cruises. He's been in Vegas. He's done a lot.
Daryl?
18.
What was your childhood like?
Interesting. It was like, I was blind to what she was always doing.
You didn't know?
I never knew.
You never saw that your mom was high?
She told me when I was like 8, when she started getting clean. Yeah, she told me. We never kept anything from each other.
Was it just the 2 of you?
It was my 2 older brothers, but they was always doing what they do.
What do they do?
Well, they was out gang banging and doing like, they was...
You a gang banger?
No.
How do you feel about what they did?
I thought that was dumb.
Okay. All right. So when your mom decided she was going to get clean, what was that like? I mean, you didn't even know she was doing crack and alcohol. You had to know your mom was drinking.
No. I was young. I didn't pay attention to that.
And you're how old now?
18.
So you were 9 when your mom got clean. So maybe you didn't know.
Your Honor, when I decided to go to treatment, Daryl was at elementary school. Mm-hmm. It was around income tax time. And what I did, I paid the bill and took care of stuff and made sure he had snacks and all the food with that money. And I went up to the school to tell him that I was leaving for a while.
Yeah.
And I told him I had to go and take care of my sister. And I had to go and see about her. And that I was going to be gone. But I told him that his favorite snacks was at the house waiting for him when he got out of school. So no, he didn't know.
Did anybody ever hurt you during the time that you were very young?
No.
Okay. All right. This is very interesting. Go ahead. So, Mom, why are you here?
Well, I'm here because Daryl, once I got clean and tried to live the life that I should have been living, with raising my son, Daryl always promised me that he was going to college. That some of the things that he wasn't going to do, and he's doing them.
What is he doing that he wasn't going to do?
Sell weed, drink, stay out till 3, 4, 5 in the morning.
You selling weed?
No more.
Well, you're not going to, not anymore, you did?
Yes.
She's not making this up.
No.
You drinking?
Yes.
How often do you drink?
Like, I don't drink that much no more though. But
Why?
when I was on
Why
probation,
would you stop? Why would you stop now?
I stopped smoking weed because I was on probation.
You were arrested.
Yes, I was on probation
How many times have you been arrested?
once.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt. Daryl's been arrested more than one time. And
How many times has he been arrested?
I found out Daryl's been arrested about 6 to 7 times. And
You
some of
lying
them
to me?
I didn't even know
I
about
asked you
it.
how many times you've been arrested. Daryl, look at me. How many times have you been arrested?
I've been arrested, put in handcuffs one time, and I got in trouble for that
How many times have you been charged with a crime?
one time.
Daryl Brown. Criminal damage and endangering. That's number 1. Criminal mischief. Criminal damage to the car. Then what we've got here is a runaway. Then we've got unruly juvenile. Here's another one, simple assault. What's this about?
I never got arrested for any of that stuff besides the assault.
What happened with the assault?
I robbed somebody.
And they charged you with assault when you robbed someone? Mm-hmm. They gave you a plea bargain, didn't they?
Yes.
You didn't deserve a plea bargain with a record like this. You see, that's the problem with the system. You rob someone. Robbery's a serious crime. You could be in state's prison for that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you're a good-looking kid. Good-looking kids don't want to be in state's prison. Trust me.
Your Honor, it was robbery and kidnapping with a BB gun. And my fear is that BB guns turn into real guns.
What happened here? Why did he go wrong? He's got a juvenile record here. What's going on?
We're from Alabama, and we moved to Ohio. We moved to Ohio, I think it was 06. Daryl met his father for the first time. And what happened was Daryl was so into his father for like 2 months, and next thing you know, his father disappeared. And that's when Daryl started going downhill. I tried the Big Brother programs. I have pictures where I've always put Daryl in different activities. He always was in little
Do you realize
Pee-wee.
how upset your mother is?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel bad, but a lot of this stuff, like put me in different activities, she didn't do that. She did not do that. She was not home enough to do that. My brothers put me in that football that she's finna show you. Only thing she probably did,
I had to pay for this.
didn't pay for that. My Uncle Roy paid for that.
Some of it.
My Uncle Roy.
Are you angry with your mother?
No, not at all. But I say that karate she paid for, but that football
Saxophone,
right
Your Honor.
there, and she didn't pay for that
I
either.
spent $600-something as a single parent on a brand new, not used, brand new saxophone. He was second year, and paid for the mayor of Alabama and
You're
everything.
not looking to sue him for this.
I mean, yes, karate.
Yes.
But my main thing of what's going on, Your Honor, is the contracts.
What contract?
Because Daryl wrote a contract when he was small and a little history about his life. And in this contract, it's telling me twice that he's promised to go to college. We talked about this over and over again.
Who's this?
That's me. That was my first year clean. And we did a celebration.
You had a decent life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, what's your problem?
Just, I guess I started hanging out with the wrong people, wrong crowd. I just ain't really
Let
care.
me tell you something, Daryl. What do you want to do?
I'm going to college in the fall.
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Let me see that
He's
statement.
not. Because he just told me last night that he wasn't going. He said he want to go home and be with his friends. He don't want to go to college.
Well, my name is Daryl Brown, and you don't need to know my middle name, but I was born on June 4th. You're a Gemini. 1991. My favorite color is blue. I like school sometimes. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I have a lot of things that I'm good at. I'm going to go to college, and I don't know which one. You going to college?
Yes.
Where?
Tuscaloosa College in Alabama.
Have you been accepted?
Yes.
Have you sent in tuition money?
No.
So
I've been sending my check money to my cousin because I got to pay for the apartment that we got.
But you haven't paid tuition.
I've been sending him money to do that for me.
Come on, don't pull the wool over my eyes. You're sending your cousin money to pay your tuition at Tuscaloosa College?
Yeah.
That's hogwash. Don't lie to me. Did he get an acceptance letter?
No, ma'am. He has not applied. We haven't looked at any college.
Have you applied?
Yes, on the computer. My mom doesn't.
On the computer?
My mom doesn't know me at all. I'm telling you.
How much is the tuition?
It's probably like $2,000.
You think?
Yeah. That's what I think.
You see, You don't know what the tuition is. You want to make fun of your mother and dump on your mother, and you don't have to worry about it. I'll do my share. But I'm telling you right now, don't think you're going to pull the wool over my eyes. Are you giving him money?
No, ma'am.
You know why I'm angry? Because you're a bright, good-looking kid. Because you've had a lot of opportunity. You've had some rough spots. I get it. I'm not stupid here. But you also have opportunity. You got brothers who are gangbangers. You got a father who wasn't in your life. You have a mother who was addicted to crack and alcohol. You're drinking, selling weed. You got a juvenile record. You're in trouble. Stop it. You got so much to offer. You do. Your mother wants to sue you for a graduation cap and gown.
That I didn't even want to get.
You don't think she deserves to see you in a cap and gown? Do you have no heart
She
at all?
chose to pay for that.
You know what? I know how you kids are. I know. I have kids. But you know what? You owe it to your mother. I'm not saying you have to pay her, but you know what? She's had a tough life. She's got some ramifications as a result of the life she's led. And you know what? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not going to give her the money for the graduation cap. She's a mother. She should pay for your uniform. I don't give money to mothers for that. It's what they do. If they can't afford it, they don't do it. But this is what I'm going to do. I feel bad for you, Renee. But, put your head on a little straighter. You don't sue your son for a graduation cap and gown. What you're here for is because you've lost control. I want to help you get a little of that control back. I want to pay for some intervention for the two of you. You got to have the heart, Daryl. She's had a tough life. She really has. And you have too. Don't sell yourself short. You got too much to offer.
Yeah, and I have another contract here.
I don't care about any contracts. Renee, listen to me. Renee, I don't care. Do you really think a contract? You see, what this proved to me is not that he owes you to go for college. What it proves to me is that he's a bright kid, that he's an articulate kid, that as a young kid, he got it. And what it proves to me is your disappointment because you've been hanging on to this. This is not something that's actionable. It's not something that you can sue for. Only thing I can do for you is try to get some kind of intervention for you to talk. Talk to me, Daryl.
Did she tell you what I graduated with?
No. I'm afraid to ask. It's probably terrific.
4.0.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Didn't I?
No, it was not. It was a 3.25 or 3.5.
Fantastic.
4.0, I swear.
Fantastic. Did you hear everybody break into applause?
Yes.
Don't waste your life. Let go whatever the problems are. Mom, I'm going to try to help you out with intervention, not with money. So ordered.
Of course, we can get along and have a wonderful relationship. I love my son. This is why I brought him here. I want the best for him. I want him to be able to know that I'm here for him, and no matter what it takes anyway.